Very excited for the Snow White movie to come out for Disney. You thought they had a bad year this year. You wait till this movie comes out. Nobody's going to want to watch this movie. As you know, a couple weeks ago, on July 14th, we all got our exclusive first look at the 7 bandits, I think they're calling them now, the 7 bandits, and the costume that Snow White will probably be wearing in the show. And we all had a collective laugh at the fact that, well, all of them look like they walked out of a Party City, especially the Snow White costume. Looks like a Party City account costume or something. Now, Disney tried to act like this was fake, and then they had to walk it back because this really is a bunch of products that will be in the movie, which is what makes it hilarious. It's going to look cheap and bad, and we're all going to laugh at it. But that's not the topic of today's video. Today we're going to talk about how insufferable Rachel Zegler is. A very, very insufferable woman. She has the personality of AOC and Hillary Clinton combined. They're like one person. You know, if you've ever watched Dragon Ball, you know the fusion dance. If AOC and Hillary Clinton did the fusion dance, you would get Rachel Zegler. One of the most dislikable people. She's like goes up to Brie Larson and says, "Hold my beer." That's what she does. This isn't even the first time she's had viral mentions because of the way she says things. She was also, as of August 2nd at least, going out there telling everybody how Snow White actors explain that it's no longer 1937. And Snow White isn't going to be saved by a prince, and she's certainly not dreaming about true love. Yes, now the reason that the evil queen is taking her down is because, well, she would be a better leader than her. It has nothing to do with beauty. It's about the fact that Snow White would be a better queen. And I don't even know what the prince is going to do. Here's what she said right here.
Absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Yeah, we've got that. And then this. So this is fresh off the press. This came out yesterday. Somehow, in a world where the writer's strike stops stars from sabotaging their own movies, I actually think that Barbie has benefited from all of the actors having to keep their mouths shut. Because imagine the stupid shit they would be out there saying right now if they could actually promote the movie. They'd be out there talking about how we need to dismantle gender and how feminism, intersectional feminism, is saving the world and all of that shit. Every one of them would be talking about that instead of the movie. I actually think that it's helped the movie because they haven't been able to generate bad press. But somehow, some way, Rachel Zegler finds a way to remind everybody that she's insufferable. Listen to what she has to say here, and then we'll talk about it.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed on.
This is the way she says this here. Listen to this again.
I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
For every hour that it is streamed online. I agree with her, actually. I think that she should be compensated based on streaming numbers. I do think that if a movie comes out and it's a hit, you should compensate people a little bit more. And then some movies do better on streaming than they do in the theaters. Sure, you should get a little bit of a bump for that. The problem is her delivery. And people will say, well, if it was a man. No, if a man was up there going, I should be paid for every hour that it's streaming, like in a crying, angry tone, yeah, I would be making fun of that guy too. Just like I'm making fun of her because she sounds ridiculous. This is why I said she is the combination of AOC and Hillary Clinton. She's their baby. It's like she watched them and modeled her personality after them. Well, everyone's making fun of her We'll get to that in a second. She actually responded to the backlash she's getting, and she's getting a lot of it. She says, fellas, is it woke to want to be fairly compensated? As you can see, that's her account, Rachel Zegler, she, her, hers. 226,000 followers. It's her for sure. This Barbie is still on strike and still a proud SAG member. She just finds ways to be unsufferable. Even her name here with the pronouns in it. She wants you to know she's woke SJ. It's like the first thing about her personality, which is, of course, everybody in Hollywood's personality. So she's taking note. She knows people are making fun of her right now. And I don't disagree with her about compensation. The problem is she comes off as very, very whiny and unhinged. Like, she has the crazy eyes in this video clip. She's got the crazy eyes. 100%. And that's more of the reason why she's getting laughed at right now. And she does this all the time. She does this all the time. I can't wait till she does press for Snow White, because she's going to run that movie into the ground once she's given an interview and people start writing down and recording the dumb shit she says. Very excited for that. It's going to be fun. A lot of content. Content will flow. Gen Z's entire attitude encapsulated in one video. The new Snow White is the most insufferable woman I've ever seen. Be careful of that entitlement you let in the door when hiring. Oh, yes, she is. That movie will be Disney's biggest flop ever. I 100% agree. And I agree with this Tyler Shaw guy. She is trying to give Brie Larson a run for most unlikable. Yeah, I do. I do agree with that. I think she is in the front running to dethrone Brie Larson. Brie Larson's actually been on somewhat of a little bit of a redemption arc. Rachel Zegler, she's out there ready to take that crown for most annoying Disney princess. For sure. So a lot of stuff going around, a lot of people laughing and mocking this movie constantly. Rachel not doing anything to help this movie. The benefit she has, though, is that I don't think it comes out until next year. So maybe if she can somehow stop being insufferable for a couple of months, maybe it will help the movie. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.